And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. It is me, your boy Enrico No Suave. Oh, man, I am super happy to be back with each and every one of you guys today. Hey, you know what? Welcome back. That's all I got to say is welcome back. Man, we're going to have a great show today. I got a fun, packed show. Guys, we got some really great things that I want you guys to all see. And I want you guys to all enjoy yourself as far as with us today. And don't forget, if you're actually here live with us, make sure you please go ahead and share this video, as well as make sure you comment and also just have fun with us. If you're just watching from your TV, just wave to us. I'm waving back at you as well, too. So thank you guys so much. Let's get it on. You know, here in Chicago, everybody, we have a big festival every year, and it's always about food. And if you've heard of Chicago, and if you haven't heard of Chicago, something's wrong with you if you heard of Chicago, because we have a really great downtown. But at the same time, too, everyone, we have the Taste of Chicago. The Taste of Chicago, everyone, happens every year, every year. And when I tell you that every year it's actually happening, this is how many people show up. But I'm going to show you, but before we go to this next screen, though, because this is true back in the day. When I say back in the day, everyone, Taste Chicago, when we used to go in the 90s, the 2000s, and it used to be super packed, right? And there was lines and lines just to actually try and get you a Chicago dog. And, of course, we have the best pizza ever here in Chicago. And I have to just tell you, all of the vendors, super nice, working hard, and everything was about tickets, getting tickets, and all of that great stuff, just so you can actually go and grab some food. Speaking of hot dogs, this is what a Chicago hot dog looks like. Boom, just like that. A Chicago hot dog. I ain't got to tell you, because you know all of the fixings are on there that you can ever think of when you have a Chicago dog. Now, of course, going to Taste of Chicago also have live music, but also has things for the kids as well, too. They have face paint, they have everything. But back in the day when you used to go, man, it was all about having food, hanging with your family, hanging with your friends, and sometimes they have fireworks as well, too. But, of course, I wanted you guys to know that Taste Chicago is just around the corner here in Chicago. So if you're not from Chicago, you need to come down to Chicago and enjoy yourself. All right, everybody, I have something I want to say thank you to. Beverly Pomerantz actually gave this book to me called The Spice Diet. And the Spice Diet, man, I have to tell you, thank you so much as far as from that. Beverly Pomerantz from LA, she hooked me up as far as with this because she knows that I am a cook as well, too, and I love to get into la cocina. Ya tú sabes, mi gente. So thank you so much, Beverly Pomerantz, for actually showing the love. All right, everybody. Hey, you know, this lady that I've had to meet is very energetic, but today we're going to give her flowers because she's been in the business for quite some time, and I'm not going to spoil it because I don't want to take away her thunder, but she has been in acting as well as in the photography business for many years. As we talk about her journey, everyone, I want you guys to make sure that you give her nothing but love. I want you guys to put your hands together. If you got a camera, put that lens and focus really well, because I want you guys to make sure you show us some love. Put your hands together for none other than Carrie Cavalier. Let's go. Yeah. Hey, Carrie, how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm excited to be on your show. I've waited a while to be here and I've been preparing for this for weeks and I'm very excited to I'm humbled by being here. So
Man,
let's go for it.
it's an honor, man. It's an honor to actually have you here. And people just need to understand as far as the reason why you're here is legendary for us because you are one of the iconic photographers as well as, partial actors, but being in the film industry in general, you have actually made your upcomings very successful, but we know that there is some things that you do go through to be able to make sure that you stay consistent and move forward. But I'm really happy to actually have you here on the show today. Yes, yes. And you're in LA, so I miss you guys out there. I miss all of you guys out there. So, are you ready to have a good time?
I'm ready.
Let's get it on. All right. So, we're going back in the past, right? We're bringing some memories back because that's what we
Okay.
do. When we
Yeah.
talk about when you moved to Los Angeles and you managed a retail store, how has that helped you from learning the business aspect of learning how to basically run a business?
Well, I started in retail back in Santa Barbara, actually in Milwaukee when I was a teenager. And then I came to Los Angeles and I was in retail. My mom was in retail. I learned a lot from my mom because she was a businesswoman and she always taught me about customer care and doing the best for your clients. So I brought that back into taking care of my clients as a photographer, always giving them the best care. And from being on the other side of the camera as a photographer, my info, what I learned as an actress, I was not just a photographer. I was also an actress. So from what I learned as an actress, I was able to share that with my clients as a photographer. So
Right.
I've been able to go from being in retail management and being very proactive and being very meticulous and organized,
Yeah.
teaching them about what it's like to go on an interview, teaching them about casting, uh, teaching them about the ups and downs, what it feels like to go on an interview and wait for a call back, not get a call back, the
Yeah.
frustrations, being optimistic, being positive, how important headshots are.
Yeah.
I feel that, I mean, I can be, how can I say, I don't tell them that headshots are the most important thing because I am a photographer,
Yeah.
but headshots are probably one of the most important aspects, or probably one of the most important things that you have to do to, move forward as an actor. You
Yeah.
have to have a great headshot in order to pursue your acting career.
I think because you actually have and managed, and when we talk about managing, it's almost like you're managing a store, but also managing humans as well too, with different personalities,
Yeah.
and also understanding how, when it comes to financial, right, finances, and being organized. You when you touch that point, I kind of felt that in my heart because being organized is such a major thing because if you're not organized, things will just go haywire if you're trying to do things at the last minute itself. How did the organization piece, how did you learn to actually be organized when you were actually managing that retail store?
Um, I can't say so much. It has to do with um, the the management of the retail store. It's more so about being on the other side of the camera and seeing
Okay.
uh, the how it was what it was like to be on the set and the production and seeing how the film crews worked and see what it was like to be on the set as an
I see.
actress, so
I
I
see.
can project that information to my actors and give them an idea of how the business works.
I see.
um I one thing that I did, what I project to my clients is that I take each individual client and I For instance, if I have a client that has a specific look,
Yeah.
I try to photograph them in that category that they will be cast. So I don't do traditional headshots like here's a great headshot, here's a business look, here's a street look. I take my client, I look at them, and I compare them to other actors that are working actors. I give them homework. I have them. Um, Watch TV shows, streaming shows, programs that have actors that are similar to their character, and I try to photograph them in that particular look. I I say to them, you look like this actor. So I want to photograph you like this actor because I don't believe that casting directors have a lot of imagination.
Yeah.
And I think that when their photos are online on casting, they're in a hurry to look for that actor, to cast that actor. And when they see somebody, they're going to say, this is a person that I want. So I
Yeah.
try to um, have my mind think the way a casting director is going to think. And so I'm very meticulous about how I photograph them and wardrobe them. And I do a lot of pre production with them as a photographer when I photograph them.
Got it. So because of and the reason why I asked about the business aspects of things, because, you know, when you're, of course, being able to get yourself into the realm of photography. Now, you started off as an actress, right? And when you started off as an actress, let's talk to the audience in regards to how you became that actress, but also from you doing your own headshots as well, because
Oh
I think
yeah,
that is a tremendous
that's
story.
yeah, that's quite a story. So actually, I went from retail management and I wanted to be an actress. So I was working at night as a manager of a restaurant, and
Uh-huh.
then I was working as an actress. And I the first role I went out for was for T.J. Hooker. The first thing I went out for, I booked it. So I
Wow.
was very excited about that. And then I was working at night, which most actors do. They work as waiters or management, or they always have side jobs working at night. So they're available for interviews during the day. Um, but I had headshots done. And of course, we save up every penny we can for headshots. I had these headshots done.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of money on them. And my headshots were um my, I had black roots on the headshots, and my
Uh-huh.
hair is naturally blonde. So I took the headshots to my agent. My agent said I can't use these headshots because they don't look like you. They look like you dye your hair, which I don't. So
Uh-huh.
anyway, I said to myself, look, I can do this myself. So I got a camera. I got one of my friends to take my headshots. I figured out what I had to do. I shot them outside natural light. I had an agent, and that's how I got my first booking was on TJ Hooker. So then I thought to
Nice.
myself, hey, I can do this. So I started photographing my friends that were actors
Uh-huh.
that I was working with. I was doing background work and stand-in work, and then I was also doing principal work as an actress. And I was charging $55 per person, and
Wow.
and the next thing I know, I kind of like evolved out of the acting into doing headshots.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another, and it just kind of took off, and I kind of evolved out of the acting
Yeah.
and into doing the photography full time, and it just took off. I guess I had a natural talent at it, and I just became completely obsessed with photography.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I went from, yeah, it was just kind of meant to be. And I'll never retire. I'm going to do it
I love
until
it.
I can't walk,
I
actually. I
love
think,
it.
yeah, I do. I really love it.
Hey, you know that the one thing that I really love about that story is because it kind of reminded me of me when I had like two jobs in the early days, and I'm not gonna talk about my age, but when it was about that time when you actually was having people you had and of course I love this number because being able to have this per week 30 to 40 people per
Yes,
week
it
for
was. It was.
photography, that is insane. That's like, I can imagine it's like this person really is digging deep to be able to make sure that they actually get the right photos for the right people at the
Oh,
right time.
I had a system. So
Yeah.
what was going on was that, and I think I can relate that to the business side of me, from experience of being a businesswoman, and I can attribute that to my mom, who was an incredible businesswoman. So,
Awesome.
I had it down to a science. So I would be up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I had my first client at 8 o'clock. I
Uh-huh.
was shooting film at the time. So I had my first client at like 8 o'clock. I was shooting like 6, 7, 8 people a day. That was natural light. Then I took a break. Then I was shooting maybe 2 or 3 people at night in the studio. I was shooting 6, 7 days a week.
Wow.
I had two full-time people working for me. One was just taking care of the house and the animals, grocery shopping, doing the laundry. One was booking people. One was
Wow.
running film to the lab. It was like insane. It was like a machine. It was like, let me tell you, I wish it was from like 1984 to 1992, and it was crazy. It was like on
Wow.
fire. It was like, believe me, it was the best ever.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was great. And yeah, I would eat at probably 10 o'clock at night, and then go to bed at 1, and then get up the next day and go.
Do it
Great
again.
memories. It was amazing.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's like eating lenses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you were
well, it
eating the
was.
lens.
I was obsessed. I was obsessed. You know, I mean, there were times that I can tell you that when I was pregnant with my 27-year-old, I was doing a shoot in Albuquerque,
Uh-huh.
and it was snowing, and I was 8 months pregnant, and I didn't have time to eat. I shot 17 people in one day. It
Wow.
was snowing outside. And I had somebody give me a big coat. I looked like a pumpkin, and somebody was holding an umbrella over me to block out the snow, so
Yeah.
that the snowflakes were not falling in front of the person as I was shooting them. And I was eating bananas all day, so at least I got some kind of nutrition, got some kind of
Yes.
food in my mouth. Yeah, I mean, I have so many great memories. Someday I'll write a book about it, but I mean, I feel very blessed. It's an amazing life. What can I say? I have no complaints.
Yeah, you know what? I have no complaints about that either because I love workaholics, but at the same time, too, I love people that have a passion about what they
Oh, I do.
love to
I do.
do. And those memories are going to stick. So I'm going to tell you, and our audience will probably tell you this as well, too. You need to write a book, right? You need to have a
I
book. And if you have a book with pictures, because we love pictures,
Oh, I have
right?
so many, so
Yeah,
many.
so I think that, and no pun intended, because I know you got probably a lot of pictures,
Yeah,
but
I have too many.
I'm sure you got a plethora of pictures. Let's talk about during that time of development, because during that time when you have 30 to 40 people a week, that's like, okay, us working our daytime job of 40 hours of work, but 40 hours a week, but you're actually doing each session. How did that actually help you with being able to stay consistent with different people's personalities that you're actually shooting? What was that like?
Well, I love people. I always have, and I just took everybody as an individual. When I work with each person, I always like to talk to them about what they like to do, who they are, where they come from, and get to know
Awesome.
them as an individual,
Yeah.
so that when I am taking their headshots, I can create photos around their personality and bring that special light out in that photo. So,
Yeah.
when I photograph little kids, when I photograph 4-year-olds, I can
Yes.
talk about dinosaur poop, and I'm going to get them to smile. So, or when you're working with teenagers, you want to talk about their boyfriend, or what they're doing in school, or you want to hit that keynote about what's important to them. It's
Yes.
always important that everything that you do when you're taking that picture, that the reflection is on them. It's always about what makes them shine,
Yes.
and how they feel. And it's I'm very humble about my people.
Yeah,
I love my people. I really
I
do,
love it.
and I care very much about them. And you have to really love what you do.
Yes,
And I think that that's the key point to getting amazing photographs.
I love it.
Really,
I love it.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
gonna keep on loving it, Carrie Cavalier. When I tell you, love, that you can definitely tell that you mastered this. But I want to go back a little bit because you mastered something else when you actually figured out how to take the right headshots in order for you to become that actress. What was that setup like? What was that development like of being able to say, "We got it, we got it"? What was that like?
You know what? It was really funny. I mean, one of the first headshots I actually took was of my dad and
Uh huh.
of my sister, and I had seen other actors that I worked with, and they had great headshots. And I was like, okay, I can't say it, but I took the shot and then I ran the film over to the lab, and it was like the framing was perfect, the lighting was perfect, and everything. And I'm like, WTF, this is it. I got this, you know? And I was like so excited. But I think I'm probably have photographed over 10,000 people. I could
Wow.
probably say that in the
Wow.
last, this is my 40th year anniversary. I have my California resale license on the wall, and it's 1985, so August of 1985, so this is my 40th year, and believe it or not, so
Yes, that's
I don't even know,
awesome.
I haven't counted, but I think it's probably close to 10,000 if you go back to 30 to 40 people a week times from 1985 to whenever, who knows,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, hey, I gotta say that I didn't want them to know. I didn't want them to know that yet because I was gonna give them a surprise at the end. But since you said that, since you said that, everybody act like you didn't hear that, because we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and make sure that happens again because I want to say that number again as we go. That's so cool because being able to find, like, use your family as the guinea pigs and say, hey, I need you to sit here, I need the lights on you, you
Yeah,
stay right there,
exactly.
don't move, I'm going to take some shots of you. And then that position yourself in order for you to get the right headshots for yourself as well too, correct?
Yes.
Man, that's love.
Yeah. And
That's
it did.
lovely.
And the headshot that I had was I actually had somebody else use my camera to take it, but I was
Yeah.
like, okay, you have to go from here and make sure that you crop me here and how
Yeah.
much space do you have here, and like I was, very bossy and telling him exactly what to do, and but I knew exactly what to do. So they
Yeah.
were actually taking it, but I was taking it, but it worked out. So
What's
yeah.
the you know what, Carrie, and I gotta get a photo session with you, but what's the energy like? Because once you start mastering, your you developed and you got it right, the surreal moments, and then you just start mastering as far as photography for kids, for adults, right, teenagers, and then just the settings itself. Because there's different settings that you have to go to be able to survey the space where you're going in order for you to be able to say, when I walk into that room, or if I walk outside, if it's nature or anything like that, what was in Carrie's mind in order for her to know the difference when it comes to nature, but also going into different settings to make sure that you were perfect at what you've done?
Mm, and in re um ask me that and
Sure.
re-identify what you was trying to say.
Sure. So let's say, for example, you're doing a photo in, let's say, a studio, right? A regular photography studio, right? You're doing headshots, right? And then you have kids, and we take them out to nature, like, let's say, by the trees, by the
Mhm.
grass, and we taking them there because there's different settings for those type of settings itself. When people say, hey, we want outdoor photo sessions, right, for my
Mhm.
kids, and I even want from maybe adults, and then we have some that's in the studio, which is inside, where you actually have your setup for a photography session, right?
Mhm.
How did you develop, like, to know that, okay, I need this right camera, I need this lens, I know
Oh,
how
you know
I
what?
need to
I
actually
mean,
have the setting?
Well, I mean, what I do is I shoot most of my stuff outside anyway because I like
Okay.
natural light. I think natural light is there's an energy in natural light that there isn't in studio. I really got away from doing studio. I started out doing natural light because I didn't have a studio and then I built a studio in my home. But
Nice.
I prefer to do outside.
Okay.
I think studio is very stagnant. There's something about being outside, about the energy of being in the outdoors.
Okay.
Um, I like to create an environment that reflects a particular look
Okay.
of the person that I'm shooting. Like if I'm doing somebody that's kind of like an edgy look, I'll put
Yep.
them in an alley. If I'm doing like a real estate look, I like to do it outside, but I'll use a long lens so I blow out the background.
Let's go.
If I'm doing something that's like a really cool kind of sexy look. I might put somebody up against a really pretty wall, so
Okay.
I really try to create something around that person. So, I always do a lot of pre-production. I talk to the person about what they're going to do,
Yes.
and try to plan it around what what their objective is and what they're looking for, and
Yeah.
then I say to them, okay, so what are you trying to do, what are you trying to accomplish, and then I give them an idea and I'll say, well, I think we should do this look here, we should do this kind of look, this look. I always try to be realistic with um, the kind of look for them and the way that they're going to be cast as an actor. So,
Yes.
if I have a guy
Yes.
that's in his 40s, I'm going to do, him as a detective look, or maybe as a real estate, or as a dad that's going to be, a car commercial or something. So I really try to, I watch a lot of streaming, a lot of programming. I have a big
Okay.
screen when I edit, so I
Yes.
always watch shows and I really do my homework. So, um, I always try to keep up with the times and knowing how things are. One thing about when I was shooting film, it was funny. I would be out on location shooting someone, and we would shoot either roll it in those days when it was film was either roll to 36 or two rolls, which was 72 photos. And I would say to them, number 28. And they'd say, how do you know? And I go, it's number 28 and number 6 is the shot.
Let's
And they
go.
would get their proof sheets back and they go, you're right, it's 6 and 28. How do you know? I go, I know, I knew, I got it, this is it.
Let's
And
go.
you get a feel because there's a moment you
Uh-huh.
see, like an expression, a breath, an eye contact, something happens and you just see it.
Let's go.
You feel it, you see it, you taste it, there's some energy that's happening with that person.
Yes.
And it's God, it's for me, it's like an addiction.
Let's
I
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and believe me, I'm going to be doing this till I'm 90. I have perfect eyes. I still have 20/20 vision. I'm going to be doing this, I
Wow.
think, forever, if I can keep walking. But I
You will.
will.
You
I
will.
will.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Everybody, oh my God, everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves because we're at the halfway mark already. And Carrie, time is always not on our side, love, especially when we're having a great time with you being here with
It's
us
on my
on the
side.
show. Oh man, I'm definitely loving this. And the one thing I will have to say is you do know what you're talking about, and I consider you the master. You are the
Thank you.
master of
Thank you.
photography. Man,
Thank you.
this is a beautiful thing. But Carrie, we got to go to commercial break. But I got something special because there's some commercials. We got two commercials that we're gonna actually run, and one of them, I think you're gonna like it as well too. Everybody, we're gonna be back after these two commercial breaks. I'll
Okay.
see you soon. Here we go.
Are
Okay.
you looking for a fun new way to find interesting stories? Well, look no further. Welcome to No Strings Attached e-News. From lifestyle articles to news in the entertainment world, we are the premier e-news site to find informative articles on a variety of popular subjects. As our online magazine is always expanding, we know there's an article here for you on No Strings Attached e-News. Find out what's buzzing at nsaen.com.
Oh, the sun is going down and your day is nearly through. Now it's time to get going. Get something going for you.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, never frozen, always fresh, and always fresh cooked for you.
stop and let's smack 'em good. She knows, he'll go for the food. She knows.
Got Carrie body. Let's go. Hey, Gino's KFC, man. Kentucky
my
Fried
God.
Chicken, boy. And I love KFC.
That was one of my very first commercials that I did. I was a counter girl. Yep.
Well, I'm sure if KFC's looking at if the Colonel, whoever the new Colonel is, he definitely would like this episode because I'm hungry already. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta say.
I like the original recipe.
Yes. The original recipe. So because we had to show them, oh, I think we lost her video. Hopefully. Oh, there she is. Okay, there we go. All right. So can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. We're gonna try to keep this going. Hopefully you can still hear me. I think you were cutting out just a little bit there. Hopefully we should be good there as far as with your phone. So as far as with KFC, what year was that?
I don't know what's happening.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fuzzy, but I don't know why. But
Oh, I think you're kind of breaking up a little bit, love. I think it's something going on as far as with the connection, real quick as far as on you. So we're gonna try and see if we can actually move that around just a little bit. I think the volume itself is a little bit. Let me know, guys, if you guys can actually hear her okay as far as while she's talking, and then we'll go from there. So Carrie, so the video itself, I love the commercial. I'm sorry?
I do make that go away. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up. If you guys can hear us okay, please make sure you let me know if you can actually hear us okay there. So yeah, it's kind of choppy. So if you wanted to, you can always go out and come back in and see if that actually makes a difference. But okay.
What's causing that? You know?
Yeah, let's have you reset on your end, and I'll continue to entertain our guest here. So if you want to actually go back and come back in, Carrie, that'd be awesome.
I don't know what I need to do.
Yeah, so you would probably just hit the X to get out, and then you'll be able to come back in. Yep. All right. Okay. Sorry, everybody. You know, I had to be a little technical support there as well, too. But, hey, Carrie, Cavalier, I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Everyone, thank you so much. If you couldn't hear her, thank you so much for actually tuning in. But I do have something for you this month, everyone. This month is going to be our 7th year anniversary here on the Rico No Suave show. But thank you guys so much for all of your support. It will be here. Man, I have to tell you, it's the last Wednesday of this month, everybody. The last Wednesday. And I have to say, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And yes, I am super happy for all of you guys' support and everything else. So let's see if we can bring back Carrie and see if it comes back okay. Hi, Carrie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. So I think it's a little choppy as far as what we're hearing. So we'll see if we can actually get that back. Thank you guys so much. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can actually go to the comments real quick. Okay, so John T for free is checking in. Hello, John. Thank you so much for checking in, and thank you for waving at the TV. And I love the comment. He said, when I went to school in Ohio, I told a girl I was from Chicago, and she said the state. Very good, man. Hi, Donna Marie Bird. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate you guys. And Donna actually says photography is a science and also art. It astounds me what some people can do with a camera. I check out photography magazines from a library just to look at it and obsess over the photos. Oh, thank you so much, Donna Rebirth, for letting, of course, Carrie Cavalier is actually here as far as, listening to that, because that's an awesome thing. Gino, how you doing, Baba? Thank you so much for checking in. He says, oh my God. And yes, we're trying to work on the sound itself. It seems like there's a kind of a bad connection. Carrie, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I think what's going on is that your connection, as far as with your audio, I think there's something going on as far as with the audio there, love. So we probably want to have you go back out. I'm sorry?
What can I do to fix this?
Okay, so I'll have you just go back out. I'll continue to entertain everyone real quick, and then we'll have you come back. We'll have you come back in. Okay?
Want me to go back out?
Yes.
Okay. You want me to move my location?
If you would like to, that would be awesome. Yeah, sure. Thank you. All right, everyone. Yes. So, yeah, we apologize, everybody. All of a sudden, of course, technical difficulties do happen. But once again, everybody, I want to thank you guys so much. And a lot of people that's actually tuning in, thank you guys so much for actually being here as far as with us on the Rico No Suave show. And if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and ask away, because I'm here to answer questions as well. So we'll see definitely how, if this all works out, hopefully the connection will come back for Miss Carrie Cavalier. We'll see how, if this is going to actually make it even better as well. So let's see what happens. But hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself. Hopefully you guys had a great 4th of July as well. If you want to put in the comments, tell me what you guys did for the 4th of July. What did you eat? Did you have a Chicago dog? If you're in Chicago or wherever you're at, Chicago, we're all over the place. So I know people like our pizza. So let me know exactly what you guys actually did for July 4th. Let me know, because it's a good thing. It's a good thing as well too. So let me know. I want to see that. I want to see that in the comments. I'll tell you what I did. I actually made some Romanian. I made some Romanian chiftele, and it's actually fried meatballs, Romanian style. It was good. That's all I got to say. It was good. It was good to go. All right, we're going to try this again, everybody. Let's see if Carrie comes back again. Let's see if we can actually get her good with the audio. Carrie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, we gotta see what we can actually do to actually bring you back. So here's what we'll do. We'll have you go out real quick, and then and we can actually see what's good. I got everybody else comment to see what they actually did for the 4th of July. So I'm gonna have them go ahead and comment. Thank you guys so much for actually participating. Thank you so much. Yeah, plenty more years to actually come as well. So Carrie, I'm gonna have you go out, and then we're gonna actually put up our banner on our screen there, guys, as we take care of it, and we'll bring Carrie right back to us. All right.
There we go.
Right.
You
Okay.
better?
We are
I,
back, everybody.
oh
We are
my
back.
God. I hope that, did this ever happen to anybody else or am I the only one? Tell me.
I'm gonna say maybe. But
Tell me it
welcome
happened to
back. Hey,
tell me it happened to somebody else because I want to
you
know.
know what? My audience will be able to tell you that. But we're
Oh
back and
my
we're still
goodness.
live. We're still live, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with us. And let's keep this party going, right? Let's keep this party going because hey, nothing is gonna stop us, Carrie. Nothing's gonna stop us at all
Nothing,
from this
nothing.
show.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Thank you, people. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you all. All right, so let's keep this going. So we were kind of talking about, just a little recap. We were talking in regards to everyone. If you're just now joining in, Carrie Cavalier, actors and celebrity photographer, from starting off to be able to manage a retail store, and then all of a sudden she started getting into getting the right headshots, becoming that actress, and then just start working with great people as well too. You actually had TJ Hooker in there. When you said TJ Hooker, man, that was old school. That's old school. I love that. My parents love TJ Hooker. And from there, Carrie, yourself, you just start going 30 to 40 people a week and doing that for a while and just loving the passion of what you have. And then, of course, we're not going to tell them the years yet because we're going to talk about that in a minute. But let's get to where now that you're actually filming, I'm sorry, photography, from a photography standpoint, you're starting to shoot these celebrities. Now let's talk about some of the celebrities that you actually have actually shot that really sticks out to you. And let's go through and tell me your experience with some of them.
Let's see. I just recently did some posting. I did I photographed Lou Gossett after he got the Academy Award for Officer and a Gentleman.
Nice.
I photographed Johnny Cochran. I photographed, let's see, I just did a big post with Michael Madsen, who we recently just lost, who sadly, he was an
Yeah.
amazing actor. I had a great experience with him, a great shoot with him. We, we had a blast. He showed up at my studio. I followed him around Burbank on his Harley.
Yep.
He showed up with a bag with, a bottle of Jack Daniels,
Nice.
his t-shirts in a bag,
Let's go.
um, and we drove around. I followed him around Burbank, got some great shots. Then we came back to the studio. We did some really great studio shots with the old Hitchcock Hurrell lighting, which was the tungsten lighting. He smoked cigarettes as I photographed him. That was great. I did Ellen DeGeneres' first headshots in 1986 for the Johnny Carson show. That was her debut
Oh, that's awesome.
performance. I worked with, let me think. I got my notes here. I have to think of people.
Now, you also
Um,
we do have some photos that we do want to show the
okay.
audience as well too. You did also Shamar Moore from Criminal Minds. We
Oh,
do have that.
no, I didn't actually. I actually got on the set. The reason why I didn't photograph him, I was on the set because my two daughters were madly in love with him. So I had a
Oh,
friend actually that got me on the set. So I got
okay.
to actually, yeah, I got to
We're gonna bring
meet
that
him
photo up.
personally.
Let's bring that photo.
Yeah, I know that's a fun photo.
Oh, okay. So maybe we well, let's bring out let's do Michael. If we got Michael there, let's show this one because this one
Yeah,
was the one
that
that
one's
you
on
sent me.
Google. Yeah.
Yeah,
That one's on Google. That's one
yeah.
that I did of him.
Oh
Um,
man.
yeah,
Rest in peace to my guy, Reservoir Dogs. Man, what a
yeah.
great.
He's amazing. He's an amazing man. I have my list here. There's so many. I mean, my list is goes on and on and on. I
Oh
did a
no,
wedding.
this is hey. I think they
I
know.
I know. I mean, I know I can go on and on. I have so many stories that I could tell you. They
Yeah.
I did Aaron Spelling for his book. Um, I did Michael Eisner when he signed a contract with a big production company out of Australia.
Nice.
That was quite a story because when I photographed him at Disney, they had him signing contracts, and behind his head was one of the old Apple computers, and on top of the Apple computer was a Disney hat. And then I gave them the proof sheets because, of course, it was film. And then I look at the proof sheets and I'm like, oh God, I think I'm in big trouble because it looked like there was a Mickey Mouse hat on the top of Michael Eisner's head. Now, of course, everybody knows that Michael Eisner was one of the huge owners and producers of Disney back in the day. So I mean, I have stories. I could tell you
Oh,
stories of
that's awesome.
people that that I've worked with. So yeah, I worked with John Voight. I did an Emmy event for
Oh,
John Voight.
John Voight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back when I was 8 months pregnant with my daughter Skylar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I worked with him. I did quite a few Academy Award parties. I worked with Paul Sorvino. Um, yeah, so I mean, and Miro Sorvino. Yeah,
That's
it's
so
Quentin
cool.
Tarantino. I got to photograph Quentin Tarantino.
Really?
Yes. So yeah, I mean, it's just amazing the people. And then it was the last week when the beach, one of the main gentleman from the Beach Boys passed away. And then I
Mm.
was going and I thought, oh yeah, that's right, I photographed them too. So wait a minute. I have to think about that one.
I like
I
that.
I got to photograph Kobe Bryant,
Let's
Shaquille
go.
O'Neal. Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
go.
yeah, Chick Hearn.
Oh
Um,
man.
yeah, it's like I used to be the head photographer for the LA Chamber of Commerce. I did the events for them for
Okay.
10 years.
Okay.
So yeah, I have stories, lots of stories.
Well, we got to have a
I
part
will
2.
write a book. Everybody keeps saying you got
You
to write a
got
book.
to. You have to. This is one of those moments where you go through down memory lane and you have done so much where you have your passion and you just continue to keep going, right? And you do it as if the passion where people love to see what Carrie Cavalier can do, and being referred to other people as well is such a blessing because people flock to you. It's your energy, it's your style, it's what you love to actually do. So that's what people were seeing, and especially for the people of celebrity status, and just actors and even kids and with families. This is why you're here today with 2020 Vision, right? Still doing your thing, and
Yeah,
I love it, man.
it's funny because I'll go out and I'll be on location doing a shoot, and I'll go back and I'll say goodbye to my client. I'll give them a hug, and then they'll walk away and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got to pay you," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot. You got to pay me." Because I don't even think about it because I'm just like having such a great time. Like, oh, I'll give you a call. Let's get together. Let's go to dinner. And you know, all my friends are somebody that I actually photographed. I don't have any like normal friends. They're all people that I took their pictures of. So,
That's
you know,
awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome. I
yeah, it's
think
great.
in some cases, how do you maintain, because you, as being a very sociable person and very kind person, when it
Thank you.
becomes to you filming, I'm sorry, shooting uh, a celebrity, how do you not become a fan while you're and still try to stay professional instead of say, "Oh man, I saw your movies, but then now I know that I'm shooting you." How do you maintain,
No,
just keeping the professionalism there?
I mean, we're just people.
Yep.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, it's just a job. We're people. I mean, um, I mean, when I will tell you one story. When
Sure.
I photographed, I went to the red carpet for the remake of Conan, and Jason Momoa was one of the first things he ever did. And I was on the red carpet, and I was right there when they were doing an interview with him, and it was before he became famous. And after after I shot pictures of him, and I came home that day and I said, "Oh my God, like this guy."
Yeah.
I was like, you know, like we're talking like really hot, and he just became a superstar. And that was one shoot where I was like, I was, I think I was trying not to drool while I was taking the pictures, you know. But I mean, most of the time, I mean, I was always very, very professional when I did my job. And
That's
when
good.
I got to do a wedding at Cuba Gooding Jr.'s house, he was just very kind and very nice, because when you're on the other side of the camera and you're working with these people, they're just people,
Yep.
and you're doing
Yep.
their job, and they admire you and they respect you for what you're doing,
Yep.
and you're providing a service for them. So it's a whole different thing. And like when I got to meet Timothy Charlemagne, he was, he was a very nice kid. I mean, very, very sweet. I met him at an event because I got to be on the nominating committee for the SAG Awards for 2021.
Uh-huh.
And I went to an event, and I went up to him and I said, could you sign an autograph for me, or take a picture with me, because I had my younger daughter, my 24-year-old, was in the Navy. And he
Hmm.
said, thank you for her service, and took a picture, and I said hi to him, and he's a nice man. So I mean, a
That's
lot of
awesome.
these people, we look at them from a different point of view, and they're just people, and that's the way that I look at them.
That's
um
awesome.
I think our social media, overreacts with most of that, you
Yeah.
know
I love it. I love it. Carrie Cavalier, everybody. She's here
Thank
with
you.
us on the Rico
Thank you.
No Suave show.
Thank
Hey, we're
you.
going to take another quick commercial break because we got another special video to show
Oh my
everybody.
God.
So, everybody,
Seriously.
hey, sit back. We'll be right back, and then we'll have a little bit more conversation as far as with the lovely Carrie Cavalier. Be right back.
Thank
Let's go.
you. Thank
Every
you.
year, 800,000 children are reported missing. That's one child every 40 seconds. It's every parent's worst nightmare. Right now, there are 483 missing children cases still open. Your card donation can help keep kids safe and bring missing kids home. Donate your unwanted card today. Fast, free pickup, 24-hour response. Plus, you'll get the maximum tax deduction.
Call 800-723-2013.
Feeling sluggish? Struggling with stubborn weight and visceral fat? It's time to reset with Fupa Water. Packed with powerhouse ingredients like spirulina, turmeric, and aloe vera, Fupa Water is your daily detox and hydration boost all in one. Flush out toxins, energize your body, and say goodbye to that stubborn belly fat. Ready to feel lighter and stronger? Get yours today at fupawater.com. And for a limited time, use code RNSS for the Rico No Suave show and get an additional 10% off.
It's always cool in the summertime.
Hi.
Hi. Do you serve lobsters?
Sure. What would you like? Something cool. You've come to the right place. A creamy vanilla cone? Great. Or a delicious McDonald's sundae. Hot fudge, hot caramel, or strawberry.
Relief.
This is great. How's your sundae?
Oh, terrific. Really terrific.
At McDonald's.
And welcome back. Yes.
That's my favorite commercial. I love that commercial.
Let's go. Oh, I love that commercial too. I feel like I need to go and get me an ice cream cone.
I know.
Oh
I love their
man.
ice cream.
Oh, and the Sundays are good. Yeah, the Sundays are good. Congratulations on that commercial as well too. Hey, that brings back memories as well as far as the old school McDonald's commercials. But this shows everyone how well you have lived through those great times. And I have to tell you, I used to, at 12 o'clock on a Saturday or Sunday, those commercials used to come on doing my cartoons. And I used to love it. I used to love it, man. I used to love it. So congratulations in regards to that as well, Carrie. Everybody, thank you guys so much for sticking with us. We got a few more minutes before we, of course, close our evening, our show today. But there is a question, Mr. Paul Schmidt. We call him Cell Dog Paul. Thank you so much. He says, yeah, the sound is clear like a 50 millimeter lens at a 2.8 f-stop.
Okay, good. I like that. And that's a nice wide angle. Okay.
Yes. He does follow up with the question there as well, too. He says, how does Carrie feel about the switch from film to digital?
Oh God, don't even go there. Okay. Um, let me tell you,
Sure.
I love film. I shot film for over 20 years. I was devastated when it went from film to digital. I lost my freedom when it went from film to digital because I used to shoot film and people used to pick up their proof sheets and it was done. I was free.
Yeah.
Now I shoot digital. People get, you know, 500 shots that they don't need. I used to get it out of 36, 72, 108 photos. And now I have to spend my evenings, editing, and
Yeah.
it takes up so much of my time. And
Yeah.
the quality is not that good. Goodbye, digital. If it ended and we went back, I would love it. But what can
Wow.
I say? No, 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 no digital. Let's have film. Thank you.
Let's go. I like that. I
There's your
like that
answer.
old school feel of it though. Right?
Yes,
Because then you
yes.
have, what is it? Is it the dark room or the red room or something like that? What do you guys call
I
it?
never did it. I mean, I learned it, but I was shooting so much that I had a lab where I would drop the film off and then I I just paid for the cost of it and I just that was deductions or whatever. Yeah.
Once again, Carrie Cavalier, you are the master. You
Thank
are the
you. Thank
master.
you.
You have the eye for it, and it's so cool to be able to know, because other photographers that I've heard that actually had in film, of course, they go through the whole dark room or the red room. I call it the red room, right? But and for you to be able to not even do that and know, because you know your film, you know exactly how well you eat, sleep, breathe it as well too, and it's been good. So, Carrie, we have to talk about the number 40 years.
Yeah.
I want to say congratulations.
Oh,
Everyone, I
thank
want
you.
everybody, even if you're talking to the TV, I want you all to congratulate Miss Carrie Cavalier, 40 years in the industry. And the reason why I say this is because 40 years for you of passion. Sometimes it's hard work for other people. It's like, man, I can't wait to retire. You, on the other hand, have met so many great people. But what's also about it is that I really admire about you, even when I met you in person, is that the energy that you have to do what you love to do is why you're so great and a master at what you are doing for film. Your journey is amazing. Your journey is amazing, and the people that's not with us anymore is probably looking down at you and saying, "Thank you so much for snapshotting as far as my photo." And I'm so happy to be part of your journey itself. But I want to make sure that everyone in the live that says congratulations to you. But congratulations once again, Carrie.
Thank you so much. It's
Congratulations.
been such a pleasure. Thank you for all your acknowledgement. It's been amazing. And thank you for having me on your show. It's been
Of
great. I
course.
hope to come back.
Hey, you know what? I got something for you.
I
Because
got
you
more stories.
No, and I got a shirt for you.
Oh, goody.
Yes. This is for you. The Rico No
Thank you.
Suave Show shirt is for you because not only we're congratulating you for 40 years being in the industry, but you have an eye of talent and passion. And we love to give these shirts for, we call the gems of the world. So I want to say congratulations once again. Welcome to the Rico No Suave Show family. This is for you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, love. So our time is up, but we have to show them your social media because we want everybody to know how to get in contact with you, right? And also to be able to follow you. So here's the first one. On Instagram, it's at Carrie Cavalier. Make sure you go ahead and follow her there. Here's the next one. Yes, it is Cavalier Photography. Make sure you go there because it's business only, everybody. So if you need a photo session and you want to actually have your snapshot and your photo session with her, please make sure you go ahead and follow her on Instagram. And, of course, make sure you follow her work. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, Carrie Cavalier Photography on Facebook. So please make sure you go to Facebook, go ahead and like and follow, and then you can DM her there too. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, this one is a big one. Okay, yeah, this is Kids and Teens Headshot Photography by Carrie, Cavalier Photography. Yeah, that's one. That's a big one right there, literally. So make sure you go and actually make sure you go and check her out there as far as on Facebook. I'm loving it because it's all about the youth. It's all about the kids. Last but not least, we do have a website. It is cavalierphotography.com. Make sure you please go ahead and show that love for my girl Carrie on her website and go from there. Carrie, it's been a pleasure, love. Do you have any last words for the audience?
Yes, I do have one last word.
Talk to me.
I'm very old school, and if you are really interested in photos, call me. Call me on my cell phone and talk to me. I love talking to people. I stay up very, very late. I stay up till like 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time in Burbank, California. Call me and talk to me. I would rather talk to you than have you like, oh, here's the bird that needs to be fed. Sorry. Call me rather than email me or call me, talk to me. I would love to talk to you. Really,
Yeah.
truly. I'm old school. I want to get to know you and I'd love to talk to you.
Awesome.
Really, honestly, seriously, call me.
Awesome.
That's
Well,
what I
make
want
sure
to
you
say.
call her because hey, your phone might go crazy. Don't spam
I
her,
don't care.
everybody.
I
Don't
don't
spam
care.
her.
I'm here. I'm
Show,
here.
make sure you show us some love.
Thank you.
That's for sure. All right, Carrie, thank you so much for actually being on the show, love. You have a great day. And once again, everybody, put your hands together for Carrie Cavalier. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Take care, love.
Bye.
All right, everybody, we got to get out of here. It's your boy Rico No Suave. Thank you guys so much for actually sticking with us today. But thank you so much for actually being on the show with us and showing us nothing but love, everyone. We're going to show you our social media so you guys can actually follow us. It's the RicoNoSuaveShow.com. Make sure you go and check out our past interviews as well as our highlight reels and our red carpet specials as well. Here's the next one. Oh, yeah, it's Facebook, Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go and like and love. Go ahead and follow us. Here's the next one. Kaboom. Yes, Rico No Suave Show on Instagram. Make sure you go to Instagram, everybody. Follow us there. We roll into the next one, baby, because it's a special one. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, everyone. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Rico No Suave Show. Go ahead and follow us, and you get notified when we go live. Last but not least, turns into a podcast, everyone, on Mixcloud.com, Rico No Suave Show. Please go ahead. If you like the audio, please go ahead and drive. And you don't want to watch, just go ahead and drive and listen to the audio. Everyone, we want to thank you guys so much for actually being with us today here on the Rico No Suave Show. And we'll see you guys next time as we end off the show just like that.